here, there's an ejector spring right there on the bottom that when the case hits it, it slides it off and puts it into the bin. All right, so I'll show you what's been happening. And I'm going to try it now. I'm going to turn this on. And I'm going to feed it. See if it does it. That one worked. That one worked. Now it probably won't. So right there, I'm jammed up. The case is tilted and jammed, as you can see right there. If I take my finger and I just push right there on the spring, it frees up and the case ejects. So it happens every so often that when that case goes in, you see the way it slides off, it's getting jammed up. It's not every one. And I'm just processing the brass. I'm basically swedging out. There it is again. So you can see it's stuck. Now if I just push right here, down on this spring, it frees up and it pops free. So the spring is coming loose. So there's a company out there called Entirely Crimson, and they make a solution for this. And what it is a piece of machined aluminum that basically goes right in here and replaces the spring. So it goes in here and replaces the spring. So when the casing hits it, it just slides right in. We're going to see how that works here in a second. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to replace it and see how it does. Okay, so to replace the spring, you have to loosen up the set screw that holds the bolt in place that keeps the shell plate on. I'll bring it down. I don't want another shell in there. I don't want that to happen. I should have took the shells out. There we go. All right, once that's loose, just loosen that up. And you remove this bolt. Pretty simple. Bolt comes out. Spring comes clear. I'll put that there. I also got the bearing kit for this too. So there's a bearing kit that comes with it. Well, it doesn't come with it, but the bearing kit goes in place of the nut right there where the spring goes. Now, I didn't put any oil on it. It says to put light sewing machine oil on there, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to finger tighten this. I'm going to check it before I tighten it down. Still got good movement. And I'm just finger tight. And I'll show you the rest of the process. Now that that's tight where I want it, I'm just going to tighten up the set screw. Just going to snug it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. And that part, the bearing's on there. Now I'm going to take the replacement spring, or the part that's going to replace the spring, I should say, right here. And I'm going to put that right there in place. I got to see what size screw, Allen key I need for that. Okay. So I'm just going to put that right there so it don't interfere. I think that'll work. And let's give it a shot and see how it goes. Let's see, can you see that? I'm going to move back in and zoom in a little bit. Second to get this adjusted, and now it's running smooth, as you can see. Very smooth, no more hang-ups. Totally happy with it. I did put a little bit of red Loctite, low strength Loctite on the set screw on it. But for the most part, I can just process my brass without stopping. And as fast as the case feeder feeds it, I could swage them and drop them. So that's a win. And you can see the setup. I'm gonna take it out of the case here real quick. I'm probably gonna do it the rest of the video. And there you have it. And I'm just set up again, like I said before, set up the swedge using the Ejector 750. There's the, there it is, installed on the XL750. So between that and the crimson, entirely crimson spring replacement, ejector spring replacement, I'm 100%. Highly recommend it.